Hello, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. My name is Ussur. We are making our way through the town. We have gotten to the area where we had all kinds of fun, and there's some bad guys here.
Save the last one for me.
Alright. Boom. Get wrecked. We got some neophytes. We got some cultists. And we've got some demons. Girl, hit that one.
Or else. I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong monster.
Boom. Wrecked. Hard to believe this place recently held a bustling and festive market. Yep. No mead.
Something.
Go ahead and loot all that. An apprentice lockpick. Besides the stain, the body of something truly enormous was dragged over these stones to Rendulev, most likely.
I'm gone.
Hi. Count Arende's servant. Thank the gods have found someone who was fleeing in a panic. The Crusaders, mercenaries? I'm a servant of Count Darren Cale Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside. House guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? It's only a stone's throw away on the next street. I've seen him a few times before. From afar, he looked highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention. That's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. You've heard about the Arende family before. This wealthy known noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. Last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. He is well known for being a rake and a rogue. Alright, I'll help. Better off entering from the next street over, though. Through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help.
Do it my way.
Not much, because he'll be dead. Okay, so we got an area exit here. I didn't explore the rest of that, and I want to explore off this direction first. What is that? I've got to find out. What is that? Some burning arrow. A midnight bolt. Huh.
This will be quick.
Uh-oh, we got rats.
Too late for apologies. The spirits demand your blood.
And I'll hit the last one. Boink.
I'm off.
Got a group of people. We're not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Bastards.
I do what I must.
I hear lots of things. Oh.
The heartbeat quickens.
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice.
Oh.
I'll hit you.
Camera went a little wonky there for a sec. Let's see. She cannot charge and get there in time. Poop.
Strike.
Alright, so there's plenty of dead guys and bad guys here. There's a climb down thing. Okay, so we've got climb down. Let's come over here and make sure we fully investigate the area. Hi! Watch it. What are you goons doing? You bloody crush me. Tiefling trapped in collapsed section of tunnel. Another two scramble trying to free him in vain. Quit whining. Hey, alarm! Someone's coming. Maybe he will help us? Wise up, would you, before you get us killed. Let's make a run while we still can. Come on, don't leave me. I'll die here. I'll help you pull him out from under the rubble. We succeeded. Ooh, I'm alive, and all in one piece, give or take. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward, it's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Wished. Not now, talk later. Eyes you and elbows his chatty companion in the ribs, causing him to double over in pain. Thing all right? Everything's all right now? Then try not to get trapped under any more rubble. Wait, we should probably come clean since you did save one of us. We're what they call thieflings. Kind of skirt around the edges of the law, and that's how we make our living. Some tyrant bans books that show stuff you don't like, or fancy Kionan wine you don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little bit of coin. Okay. I've helped you. Now you can help me and Commander Tirabade to save Canabras. The militia needs people with various skills, even ones as unusual as yours. You what? Are you blind or something? You know what people call us? Arilu spawn, and that's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, Tirabade. Irabeth Tirabade from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treat us with any decency. Why should we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Because Irabeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Holrin. He yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless toe rag would refuse to help her out after that. Nah. I'm not listening to any more of this. You do what you want, I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then, I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. We made some good money in the city. Be ashamed to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. Enough yammering, so long. Okay. I recruited the Thieflings. Nice. Alright, let's go take care of this Baron. Okay, the Arendelle Party House. Journey will take an hour. Continue, there's a hanged cultist. Uh-oh.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self, bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Cultists.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Shrug, remaining
In the
silent.
name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Religion check passed. Actually, it's Isergal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
All right.
Oh, of course everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
It's an aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Damn
They're
it,
pretty
she's
stupid.
Right. That's a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask some more. They might still manage
Is there
it.
any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I
Wow.
can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The
Whoops.
experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
They will break against our
Okay.
resolve.
You're kind of odd, but hey.
Make every strike.
Don't run off, girl. This won't take long.
I'll cut you wide open.
No glory without risk!
This will hurt.
Too late for apologies.
All right, they're down. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Okay. Bye. Who is that? Hey, you want to join my party?
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science?
Yeah.
Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Absolutely convinced the correct answer is red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today. Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Arodin died not long before the world wound opened and the First Crusade began.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622.
All right.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Arilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the world wound, the lord of the labyrinth, or the border acquisitor of the shapeless abyss?
I don't know. You don't know the answer, but thank gods you're lucky enough to only have 3 options to choose from.
That's correct.
I got
Most
it.
Excellent. You
She's the
successfully answered
architect.
all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation.
Yeah.
My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Okay, can you finally tell me what you're getting at with all those
It is
questions?
so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader, and I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
So you're trying to say that I'm mediocre?
Yes.
You keep calling me boy. I have a name, you
I
know.
apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To
Wow.
avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Labras isn't safe right now. Shall we join
Do
forces?
you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me?
Sort
Perhaps
of.
even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
No, I don't agree to
Truth
all
be
that,
told,
but
I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
I agree.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your
Wow,
first
that's a
assignment
shame.
is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Yeah, that won't be happening. We have things to do. But, sure. Okay, she is a scroll savant wizard. Ah, that's why she's so smart. She's a wizard. Let's check her spellbook. Create pit, mirror image. I guess we'll give her a second. Create pit. Oh, no. That was level 2 stuff. Oh, okay. Color spray, magic missile, snowball, mage armor. Cool. Alright. So that happened. Before I get carried away, I got something in that last fight. A half plate plus 1. It lowers the max dexterity, the arcane spell failure chance, but it gives me an extra plus 1 to defense. Actually, 2 on her defense. There we go. Onward. Hey, we finally made it to his house. Saving the world one step at a time. Okay, is it just... Okay, let's start with door number 1.
Do not fear!
Oh.
Do not waver!
Don't hold back!
I didn't know there was going to be some baddies in here.
The spirits demand your blood!
Nice.
I'll hit you!
Attack of opportunity takes him out. Hey, goodies. Okay. I'm hearing music. Okay. Blended occasion count and this new Marion elixir is quite something. We got naked women table dancing. We got music. And the demons show up. Oh look, such darling little creatures. I smell beauty. They're demons, hell, yeah. Whoa. He looked pretty powerful, whoever that was. This shouldn't take long.
Strike!
The musician is, of course, a bard. So that happened. Hello, Count.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Wow.
Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
I'm with you.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it, or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place. Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
You have no clue what's going on outside. It lies in ruin. Dragon's dead.
Canabras in ruins. Descari. Well, 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 and I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window.
Yeah.
It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
Wow. You can go to Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Irabeth Tirabade and the Eagle
I thank
Watch.
you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
Okay.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you. Only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Discari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Sure,
Capital.
we need help. They gave me that job.
And at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Sure, whatever. I'm not taking you with me right now. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do. But I was ordered
It went splendidly.
a portrait of Galfrey Mendev, ruler of the kingdom and founder of all crusades into the world wound. I was ordered to find people to join up. So that's what I'm doing. Receive decimation? It does a critical hit. It also deals an additional 1 damage to their constitution. Interesting. That's cool. Alright, we're leaving. I did what I came to do. I saved him. Okay, we're gonna go back here. I don't think I can get across this, can I? Oh, I can now. Journey will take 1 hour. You found a lost bag? Okay. Yeah, go there. That's got consumables in it. Enter the Blackwing Library. I was supposed to do this. I can't remember why. Oh, the storyteller. That's right. Hello. Stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you, his armor is spattered with blood. He greets you with a deep, booming voice. Crusaders, excellent. I'm Captain Chalub Sazomel, and these are my men. I was about to burn these vile backstabbers and heretics, these pathetic imitators of the traitor Arilu, who tricked their way into the ranks of the Crusaders. Odds at the heap of several beaten people and a strange elf whose appearance seems jarring for some unknown reason. Sazomel bellows threats at the prisoners who seem to be in a state of deep shock and utter terror. Don't know what you're about to do, but you are certain that is right. Perception. Caleb is talking too loudly, all while casting sidelong looks at you. You've seen similar behavioral quirks before in liars. Notice that the emblems on the armor of the 2 silent crusaders belong to the Order of the Flaming Lance, but his bears the sigil of the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Strange then that he introduced himself as their captain. Something's not right here. Chaotic requires trickster mythic path. You need to stop, heed my command in the name of Baphomet. Smile, politely nod, but then suddenly punch the nearest soldier. That's right, death to traitors. That's the one we're going for. Traitor collapses at your feet. The flask of alchemist fire flies from his grasp, but lucky it doesn't break or ignite. Thank goodness. Thought I'd pull one over on you. Too bad it didn't work for you. You'll meet your death in the flames with the rest of the scum. My new masters, the demons, will be pleased that I wiped out another couple of crusaders.
The logic is lacking.
You are counting your chickens before they have hatched, sir.
Mind over muscle.
You won't survive me.
Too late for apologies.
This will hurt!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I see a book up there. Alright, let's loot it real quick. Without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return, the life and feats of... yeah, whatever. Free him. Praise Iomade, we're saved. Came just in time. Yep, it's the storyteller. He looks extremely strange. His face wears its years heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning gray hair, a ragged beard, sightless milky eyes, papery skin, covered in age spots, a spine curved by the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces the face of Elven on their deathbed has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. That is an elf with a beard. I guess the worst can be found even among the best. Bearded elf, how intriguing. If you please, I would like to pluck out a hair of that phenomenon manifesting on your chin. In the interest of science, of course. Though I'm a storyteller, and I wish to thank my rescuers. That's you, if I'm not mistaken. For people to call me storyteller very accurately describes the sphere of my occupations and interests. In most of the places I've been, I am known by that name. I was little, my mother and father used to tell me stories, but I have no one to tell me stories now. Sometimes Grandma does in my dreams, but I always forget them in the morning. Can you tell me a story? For you, I may have a story to tell, but perhaps it is you who has a story for me. I want to talk to you about something. And thanks for my rescue. I, of course, will render a service in return, whatever it may be. However, at the moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. My recent adventures have fatigued me greatly. I'd be grateful if you would help me to a safe shelter of some kind. I'm taking you to Defender's Heart. Please accept my sincere thanks, and if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your young legs. I am not the only one thankful to you. That young crusader over there is eager to give his regards, but he is too shy to approach you. I can tell from his quickened breathing. When we reach a safe place, take pity on the lad and accept his thanks. Allow me to introduce myself, Brother Claim, at your service. Thank you for helping us. We thought we were doomed to perish. There's death everywhere. Sometimes I think we are all doomed, but then death has passed us by and we are still alive. You're an elf. You live hundreds of years and never even have to worry about dying. Little elf girls shouldn't know such words. When children are thrown into the middle of the war, they learn many sad things. That is why we have to win, so that other boys and girls don't have to learn what we did. We're Crusaders in the Order of the Flaming Lance. Our order dedicates itself to the pursuit of hidden knowledge and magical methods of fighting demons. We're searching for our leader, Sister Miamir, scholar. She spent the last few weeks here working day and night on some important research when the demons attacked the city. I don't recall that name, which means her scholarly contribution cannot have been significant, and yet her actions do intrigue me. The opportunity arises, I would like to find out what experiment she carried out. Just left the city, leaving no word where she could be found. She left in a hurry, without leaving any notes or orders. Why, I have no idea. The only thing that may serve as a clue is this book, the one she was studying. It mentioned something about a stone book belonging to the druids of Old Sarkoris. What does this mean? Druids used sacred trees as books. They carved their secret knowledge on the bark. When the demons came, the druids resorted to a dark ritual that turned the trees to stone, and the druids themselves into undead, doomed to guard their stone library grove forever. Wow. That happened far from here in the Stone Wilds. It's possible that where she went? Maybe she found one of the trees nearby, I don't know. Go to Defender's Heart. Those who are ready to fight back are gathering there. City still fights. Why, that's incredible news. We'll go to our sanctuary guarded by our order of brothers and sisters. We'll bring them to Defender's Heart. Okay, cool. More people recruited. Alright, Mr. Storyteller, we will be leaving in a moment. Knowledge Arcana. Ooh.
A success worthy of praise.
Monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library, splitting the ruins in two and leaving an enormous black scar. It's possible Discari himself was trying to destroy this building with his terrifying scythe.
There's something here.
Okay, we got some more books. They might be useful. How to make money during the war against the demons. Wow. Seems someone took perverse pleasure in smashing lamps and furniture and tearing pages out of the books. Okay, storyteller, let's go. Yeah, want to go now. I've been successful. I've recruited people. I've got the storyteller. I've been saving lives. Alrighty. Oh. Kidoki. This is happening. Fender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling, festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. People of the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, and even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Ussur, come. Let me properly introduce you to Elan, Jana, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. It was me who convinced Earbeth to use what Jana, Curl, and Elan had found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come, and the abyss devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food, good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. If I ever turn down merrymaking and good company, let's raise our mugs, my friends. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have several reasons to toast. Alright. How do all of you know Sela? I'm gonna kind of skip through this one. This is a lot. Here we go. She called me over because Elan's in trouble. I want to help him and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Bad idea, sister. I told you I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Yeah, tell me more. I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Biomade and her friends certainly have more important things to do. Yes, 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 yes. The whole life of Crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gave him something I never expected. It's here that I met, the ladies forgive me, the finest girl in the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me, but I am not about to let this miracle go. Not even the Demon Lord and all his demon army can stand in my way. My beloved is safely away from Canabras. For a half year I've been getting up the courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. He lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring's most likely still at the Hound Heart's camp outside the city. Elena's friends didn't have time to pack their camp up. First the demon ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Canabras. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. Yeah, I'll help. There's the storyteller. He and Darren are hanging out over here. Alright. Talk to him. I received the storyteller's ring. Recognize your footsteps. Determined footsteps befitting a determined person. Allow me to thank you for saving me. Please accept this humble gift. Irbeth has explained why you're looking for me. I warned the authorities of Canabras that the local wardstone had been desecrated. They waved off my warning and paid for their inaction. I've examined many wardstones, but only the one guarding Canabras did I sense a flaw, a spot of corruption inside. A vulnerability the demons will surely use. They're able to spread the blight inside the wardstone, corrupt it, and make it their weapon. It frightens me to think what it will be capable of. The wardstone must be destroyed. I am the storyteller, just an old elf, and a bit more. I'm old, even for an elf. I've seen many things and have been to many places. Not long ago, I witnessed the making of a young kingdom in the Stolen Lands, led by a remarkable and promising individual. My advice on the complicated matter of conquering those lands proved useful. This is not uncommon for me. Some seek my advice or services. I don't refuse. This is how I acquired the reputation as an old vagrant who's never hurt anyone, stayed out of other squabbles, but sometimes gave good advice. I had a few friends in Narrow Cyan who vouched for my integrity. This is why my humble request to see the wardstones was granted. You wield some special magical power, some instinct? Yes, to a certain extent, but it is more of a gift. I can see the past. Stories that have happened. I touch an object and shreds of its owner's memories are revealed to my mind. Their emotions, passions, tragedies. I see visions like I am them, and their stories happen to me. This is my power. I've been roaming the world gathering stories for thousands of years. One day I will gather them all. Thousands? Light is concealed in the wardstone. I don't have the answer to your question. To understand the nature of this blight, we need to understand how the wardstone was created, and it is hidden from me. I can only guess. You heard of the Red Morning Massacre, a dreadful morning remembered with fear even by those not yet born at the time. A demoness called Minago invaded the city with a crowd of her followers and started to do what demons do best, kill and desecrate. They say they covered the wardstone with pieces of dead bodies and splashed it with blood from top to bottom. Such an abomination darkened the radiance of the gift of Iomede herself. The locals seem to think this is impossible, but who knows? It was not the last attack. Many demon leaders brought their unholy forces here. Even the terrifying Balor Karamazada? Their attacks were rebuffed, but they still reached the target. I think this is when the seed of corruption was planted in the stone. It wouldn't have grown on its own, but Discari himself has come to take advantage of the weakness, to open the abscess that's been festering for years. When the demon lord struck the blow, the weakened stone gave in, now in its demon hands, and nothing is stopping them from spreading blight throughout the entire stone and from it to other stones along the perimeter of the world wound. I've heard you, storyteller. In that case, you must make every possible effort to destroy the corruption. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get an instrument powerful enough to banish it from the wardstone. As far as I know, there's nothing like it in Canabras. The demons might have something. Heard the dying roar of Terendelev, the silver dragon, the protector of the city. At the same time, I felt a wave of unfamiliar power sweep over me from head to toe. I would advise you to go to where Terendelev perished and search there for something. Sorry, I can't be more specific, but intuition and a strange sense of rightness tell me to point you there. I got the purple stone knife. Even from here I can feel strange energies emanating from this object. If you don't mind, I will examine it using my method. I will try to see the past of its owner, their emotions, and shred of their memories. Maybe it'll help me better understand what we're dealing with. Hunger. My many legs bring me into the lair, my mother's feasting hall. A swollen body overfilled with food is so huge that I have to look at it with all of my eyes at once. On top is her scrawny little head with a long beak that she is always yearning for more food. Feel feverish, and your chest, where the mysterious wound concealed, feels hot. Mine's flooded with a wave of visions that repeat the words of the old elf. Mother greets me with a placid screech. Stupid, greedy wretch, whose only achievement is my birth, a creeping, wingless creature. It's your fault I have no wings. Symbol of greatness, a birthright I should have received from my mighty father. Other points me to a crowd of whimpering subjects, suggesting I fortify myself with their pathetic flesh. Not today. I summon my spawn and they fly to me, enveloping me in a teeming cloud. Like dark buzzing wings, they unfold behind my back and lift me up. Mother's always been stronger, but she did not expect this. I dive on her and rip her limp, bloated body with my claws. Ichor splatters the bone, spurs on my heels, sink deeper into her flesh. I clench her pitiful tiny head and tear it off along with the shreds of meat. Victory, I am the strongest. I am the son of my winged father. Falling, stories like this are most difficult ones to keep with me. That belonged to the Demon Lord. Storyteller opens his mouth to answer, but a sudden spasm crosses his face. A new one, much stronger, engulfs the old elf. Malevolent undertones vanish from his voice as it grows more determined and tired. Even looking at the word stone is difficult, despite the corruption nesting in it. It still has an aura of strength. Your fingers clench the stone hilt so tight it hurts. A little spot on the flawless surface of the wardstone draws your attention. It looks like a butterfly. Corruption in the guise of something utterly harmless. But it will grow. You swing and stab the butterfly with the knife as hard as you can. Your fingers cramp painfully. A howl invades your ears. Light. White light everywhere. The stone knife falls from the old elf's hand. Out of breath, he drops to his knees. He's trembling in terror. What was that? That was not the past. That is something yet to happen, or rather, might happen. One of the roads to the future. In one of the possible futures, this item will help you cleanse the wardstone, or even destroy it. You feel a longing to take the stone chisel and plunge it into your chest, right into the wound that has opened up in it. It's hard to resist this feeling, but at the last moment, your self-preservation instinct takes over and you manage to keep control of your own hands. Never before has anything like this happened to me. But how? I'm not an oracle or a prophet, or is this another riddle from the past that has caught up with me? I must find out. Seeing stories that have happened is one thing, but seeing stories that are yet to happen, I don't know why this is happening now. There's one thing I'm sure of. This is not a coincidence. This is a sign of coming changes. Great changes. I shared your vision, and this knife tempted me. See the magic of the object that you brought me? I sense dark energies in it that can cloud and charm the mind. Be careful with this item. It may have tried to influence you, but you managed to overcome its power and subdue it. Or perhaps something else happened to us. Something we don't understand. Powers are amazing. A few minutes ago, I would have agreed with you, but the thing that has just happened, it disturbed me. My gift never manifested like this. Something has changed, and these changes frighten me. Alright. Come on. He has a quest for me to find a manuscript. I'm going to tell him I have to go. Got the storyteller. Boom. That one's marked off. Okay, so that went well. We still have a long list of things to do. I'm going to come and talk to Irbeth and see if she has anything new for me. Okay, so other than finding Jana, I didn't have anything else to do. I've got a lot more side quests and places to go and visit, but that will be all for this one. We managed to recruit some people, 3 of them to be exact, and we managed to save the storyteller, save a few other randos. All in all, it's a good start against the demon horde. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you on the next one. Bye!